Hey everybody, Mais Karibyan is here. I'm excited to do today's episode. MMK Podcast, those of you who are going to join me first time, my channel is about mainly financial services, insurances, real estate. But as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, I like to invite a lot of different guests in my show. And my goal is to kind of grab their knowledge and have them share what they learn in life. And I know one thing for sure. The more knowledge you have, more wiser you become and better choices hopefully you're going to make in your life. And today is one of these days. The guest that I have is a very good friend of mine. We became more closer as your years went by. And we did a couple of podcasts together or some talks last couple of years. And this time is going to be in my studio. And I'm excited to have him share his knowledge. And I personally learned a lot of things from him. And when he starts talking, you'll understand why and why you should consider to listen to him carefully. He's a business person. He does different kind of stuff in his background. But I'll have him explain that. But it's honored for me to introduce a good friend of mine, great entrepreneur, businessman, Daghlian. Jack, how are you?
I am thankful and grateful, Mais. What an introduction, man. I'm humbled.
Well,
I'm humbled. All glory and honor to God. Thank you.
I'm looking forward. How long we know each other now, bro?
Oh, I would say closer to 10 years now.
10 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Earlier you said we're getting white, huh?
It's too much gray hair. I can't even look at myself. Oh,
hey,
man.
I think that's a sign of what? Wisdom?
It is.
Knowledge,
It is.
yeah?
Yeah, quite fast at that point too.
Yeah. You know, as long as we stay young in our heart, that's what most important thing is.
Definitely. Young in our hearts and our bodies, actually.
Yeah.
Take care of the body. It needs a lot more maintenance as you age, but hey, inside though, if you're young, good.
Good. How's life treating you lately?
Fair. I'd
Fair?
say it's fair, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been learning a lot of things, different aspects of life. Not the best start, but as with everything, it's the finish line
Yeah,
that
what counts.
matters, yeah.
Yeah. Even
Yeah.
in Bible it says, right?
Oh, yeah,
Isn't
oh,
it?
yeah, oh, yeah.
It's not about how we start, it's how we're going to finish.
No, yeah, exactly, not necessary. It's, you know,
Yeah.
a lot of people come to Christ at a certain point in their life. It doesn't mean, you know, they're going to have a bad ending. No, not at all. It's about the finish line. That's
Cool.
what matters.
Enjoy the water. I'm going to have some too. Well, Jack, we know each other 10 years. When I met you first time, I believe you were working for somebody at the time.
I was, yeah.
And then eventually you made a decision to get into a business world, become an entrepreneur. Was that a scary move in your life when you look back now?
To a point it was, yes, because I had responsibilities and, you know, financial deadlines and everything else to take care of.
Yeah.
So jumping from a stable income to nothingness, I would say, to the unknown,
Yeah.
it's
Starts
always
from
scary.
scratch,
It is,
huh?
yeah, it's always scary. But I always had that image, that vision in mind that I wanted to do my own thing. I have this vision, this idea, this goal in
From
life.
young age?
From very young age, yeah. I knew what I wanted. And when the opportunity came for me to take it and, you know, start my own thing, it was very difficult in the beginning. Ups and downs to, I mean, no income months to doing very good, then going back and down.
Yeah.
The first 5 years of starting it, actually, I would say the first 5 years is where you get good at it. And then the other 5 years is where you apply, where you learn, and you never stop learning. But
Yeah.
I mean, those who are willing to start something, give it a lot of time and give it everything you've got. Give it all your thoughts.
Yeah. Usually when somebody starts a business, I tell them first 2 years it's hard.
Yeah.
But you're right. After 5 years, you really understand
Right.
if you're becoming good at it and you
Yeah.
see the true results.
Exactly.
Now, we have a similar background, you know. We have entrepreneur mind, both of us. We both follow Christ, which is, I think, the best
Best thing you
decision we made in our life.
can do.
Now, I want to ask you, because as much as I know you, you have a lot of patience. How much patience you need? Is there a line where you're like, no, this is enough. I got to make move or I got to stop something. What can you say that you learn about being patient in life?
There definitely is a line for patience. Even
Okay.
God has, a limit to his patience. until, he acts like he sees fair. But I would say many people confuse patience with tolerance. And they're two very different things. You can have patience if you have a goal and you're trying to achieve it, but you're only going to get what you tolerate. Meaning, as you're being patient to achieve your goals, how much rejection from businesses, no, this, that, are you going to tolerate? Are you willing to tolerate to get to your business, to get to your goal? My apologies. But it also depends on someone's perspective when they say, I had enough. Okay, what does this mean? Does this mean are you going to quit? Are you going to turn bad? Okay.
Would you say having patience, if you quit, that means you're running out of patience, or some stuff are good to quit? Or
the only guarantee...
There's a fine line we got to figure out.
Yes. The only guarantee when you quit is that it will never happen. That's the only guarantee. It will never happen. But there should be a point where you have to reevaluate what you're doing. Are you doing the right thing? Are you being honest with yourself when it comes to, is this really the business you want to be in? Is this really the line of work that you want to pursue a future in?
Yeah.
If it is, then yes, be patient. Because listen, Rome wasn't built in a day. God built the world in 6 days, and he rested on the seventh. It's going to take time. All good things take time. Patience is going to be needed, especially when you're dealing with people, because that's
Tell me about it.
Yeah, basically that's what business is. It's knowing how to deal with people, and the better you get at it, the more patience you're gonna have.
But some people get you out of patience, right?
And the bad thing is some of them purposely do it.
Really?
Just to get under your nerves. But listen, I've learned recently that patience is important, yes, but reciprocating, doing good in return is even more important.
Yeah.
If not today, then some other time they're gonna realize, because not every deal is closed today. And some transactions are deals for another month or another year, but keep at it. Patience is very, very important.
Very important. You know why I'm asking you about this? Because myself, I deal with a lot of people every day, and sometimes they really get to you, and you're like, should I just say, hey, I can't help you, or should I just have that patience to really help the client also? Because I know people nowadays are very frustrated. I don't know, is it social media? Is it the pressure of life? Because it got expensive, things are changing. AI is taking over. A lot of people afraid they're going to lose their income, their job. And I learned that as time we're living right now, and the time moves on, we need to become more patient. Because, have you noticed people are more frustrated nowadays?
Lately, people are very edgy, yes. They're easily triggered, easily angered. And I can understand that. Social media does have a big impact on those minds. And I mean, one thing helps is when you put yourself in another person's shoes, because
see from their perspective.
See life from their perspective. See where they're coming from. Why are they angry? This, that. Because listen, being an entrepreneur means being a problem solver.
Yeah.
The more problems you can solve, and it's not necessarily situational problems, it's people's problems. The more their trust you're going to earn, and the more they're going to see you as a person of value, because I can go to Mais knowing that my problems are going to be solved.
Yeah.
Of course, it depends on if the person wants their problem to be solved to solve to begin with. But it's social media does have a lot of impact, and it's a different generation, man. It's so different even from 10 years ago. Everything has changed dramatically, and
is that scares you?
It used to. It used to, because the younger generation, I'm not seeing, and I might be wrong, but from at least the people that I've interacted in life, the younger ones, they don't have the grit, the hustle, the I'm not going to say willpower, but the hunger that we had, when we weren't surrounded with all this
because
tech.
when things comes to us easier, we become lazy.
Well, that too, yeah. And nowadays, I mean, value has changed. Life has changed. Nowadays, people are striving for money, yes, but true wealth nowadays, it's not financial. As ironic as that sounds, money is important. Yes, of course. I'm never downgrading money, disregarding its importance and its value. But value now, like people, in my opinion, if they find themselves, they kind of found wealth. If you know who you are nowadays, and you're not lost in what people think of you, your online image, your reputation, this and that. If you know who you are nowadays, you probably found something priceless. And from that point...
More meaningful than money?
100%. Money can't... I mean, how many wealthy people you know, they're one thing in front of the camera, they're another thing in front of, behind the camera, one person with this guy, another person with
Quite
that guy.
some.
So, I mean...
Now,
yeah.
I don't know if you experienced this, 10 years being in a business world, I think it's good enough time. At the beginning... Probably making money motivates you, but you pass that stage.
Right.
And then when you make money, how that makes you think about life.
Right.
Did you catch yourself? Some things are changing and probably money becoming less valuable?
Beautiful
what
question.
Would you say?
Well, definitely in the beginning, you're in this for the money because if you want to make the most amount of money, it's through business. You can't make billions working for someone, in my humble opinion. I think you can make infinite money working for yourself.
Yeah.
But then comes a point when you make the money you want, you're like, okay, at least in my case, I made enough to know that this is a bottomless pit. This is a trap. Okay, I'll be satisfied if I make the first $1 million. Then you make that and then I want more. Okay, fine. But when is enough?
So how we solve this problem? Did you figure out something?
Well,
you got to be happy with what you have, or
well, not just that, but I'll tell you, sometimes the worst thing that can happen to someone is getting exactly what they want.
Oh wow, man, that's crazy.
If you say you want the money,
say it again.
Sometimes the worst thing that can happen to someone is getting exactly what they want. Because you're going to realize how much of a shallow desire you had. You want the money. Okay, you have it. You lost everyone along the way.
Now what?
So
so is that tells me you got to know exactly what you want, or you don't know even what you want?
The majority of people don't know what they want, even when they say what they want. They don't know it because when they get it, they're not satisfied. Well, did you know that? No. Okay, then do you know what you want? No. So what do you do? I'm not saying don't strive after your goals or don't get what you want. No, I am saying, though, understand the best and most valuable things in life, money cannot buy. What if you lost your health along the way making all that money? Now you'd give all that money away to be healthy. Well, then you just wasted all that time.
And you're not healthy.
You're not healthy. I think, in my opinion, take a break. Realize the valuable things you have in your life.
Listen to your body.
Listen to your body. Look, man, if you come home to a wife and children and they're all healthy and happy, believe me, you finished the game. There is nothing more in life. I mean, it's not just having a family too, but like I have a camping trip coming up.
Okay.
Me and my friends are going to go and camp and sit around the campfire, have delicious food, talk about life. Life is not going to get any better than that. What's the difference if you're sitting here or you're sitting in $1 million mansion? We really don't care. And plus, ask yourself, are you really making that much money for a few compliments? Like, I'm going to tell you.
Because you're right. Why we want to achieve more. End of the day is someone say, look what he has.
Right.
It's that little self.
There is selfishness to it. There 100% is some selfishness in it to a degree, but you have to know your why. Okay, you want to make money. Why? Because I want to help this and this person. Okay, well, if you can help that person without money, would you still make money? You have to know your why, because And I'm not just saying this for people to detach themselves from being entrepreneurs. No, I'm just saying there's going to come a point in your career where you're going to ask yourself, dude, why am I hustling this much? Why am I losing sleep? Is it something worth it? Do I really love the entrepreneur lifestyle? Do I really love being a businessman? Or am I just doing this to impress someone that I'm not even going to meet? If that's your goal, it's never going to be enough. You're never going to be satisfied. But those who really, really love it, they would do it for free. They would do it when all the lights are off. They would do it if they're not getting paid.
Yeah.
And I mean, in musicians' case specifically, you would practice your instrument because you love playing that instrument, not necessarily for the gigs and this and that.
Yeah.
Those come, those follow. But man, and honestly, people are drawn to people who find their fulfillment from not just from God, but from doing something. There's something awesome in hearing someone talk about their passions. It just captivates you. You know, like you're interested in knowing more about that person. It creates even more curiosity as, from a business standpoint. One time, and I'm not going to put you on blast here, but remember the Corvette?
Yeah.
So when I got that from you,
Yeah.
I was out with a friend of mine and we were having lunch,
Yeah.
dinner, apologies. And all of a sudden, everyone, because that Corvette had just come out that year, it was the hottest car of the year, 2021. I can't remember when it was exactly.
There was like 7-8 months waiting.
Oh yeah. And when I had that car, everyone, when we went to that restaurant, was like coming and approaching and talking, hey dude, nice car, man, the chicks, this, that, everything. Like I got more attention than I liked. And I'll be honest with you, I hated every minute of it.
Really?
I hated it. I come to this place with my truck multiple times. Nobody bat an eye. But now, because I have this, the point that I'm trying to make is, I don't need to have billions of dollars to understand where this road leads you. I realize now, having money is only going to amplify who you are. It's only going to make more of what you already are. If you're generous and you have a lot of money, you're going to give even more.
But if you're ASS,
it's going to be a bigger ASS. Right? So that car goes, a newer one comes, the same cycle over and over again. Like, when is it enough, dude?
So how do we set boundaries? How do we, how can someone, and when I ask this question, it applies to me also because I'm not perfect. I think every day we learn something. How we set our life in a way where we are satisfied, and if God blesses us with more different ways, including financially, that doesn't change us anymore because we're solid. We have a foundation.
First and foremost, your identity and your fulfillment and who you are has to come from Christ. Understand that you are not the provider. You are the manager of what God provides. You can't... Sometimes as a business owner, you do everything right and everything goes wrong. It's not in your hands.
Yeah.
Life happens. You prepare for that meeting, it gets postponed.
Just like today.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's nothing you can only manage what you're given every single day. That's one. So your fulfillment should not come from possessions, but who God made you. Who does God say you are? You have to know who you are first so that you will not give yourself away to money, to business, to this and that. And then God knows what we need. God knows you're going to face this situation in life and you're going to need this much money in life. And if God blesses you with little and you manage that very well, He's going to bless you with even more because you've been true and faithful with the little. Here's much more. And I would also say, I don't know if there's anything that I can say or do that might help people realize that this much is enough. Unfortunately, some people will wake up when it's their time to wake up. They might never.
So is it a good feeling to know, hey, you know what? I'm satisfied.
Yes.
That's a good stage to be in. That means you mentally grew to the point where you already can say, you know what, this is enough.
Yes.
I'm not shooting for more in.
Oh yeah. It's peaceful.
Peaceful.
Because look, dude, it's like climbing a mountain.
Yeah.
Well, you need to rest at some point. And when you reach the top, you're going to realize there's a lot of people here with me, and there's always a bigger mountain to climb.
Yeah.
But when you actually take a step back in life and realize what you already have is other people's dream to have, you'll realize that, look, man,
You'll start.
let me just take it easy. Let me enjoy, because look, balance is key.
Yeah.
If you've worked enough if you worked enough hours in your life, in your day, and you're spending the rest with your family and you're exercising, then you have to understand that life isn't all about money. Life isn't all about business. Did you work out? Did you spend time with your family? Then you have a complete life. You did all of these other things. And plus, the more you take things into your own hands, the more God's going to back off and say, okay, you know what? If you think you got this, then you don't need me.
I'm going to ask you a question, but I want you really think about it. I met people that they have the money, they have the family, they have a lot of things, yet it seems like for some reason they never happy. What is the root problem in your opinion in that case? And I would say, me and you being a Christian, I saw sometimes the same problem
In Christians.
in Christians. And it always bothered me, or I always wanted to find out, why is that, man? You have all these things. Why humans can't be truly happy and satisfied? What needs to be changed? Do they really have to go into a bad situation to eventually wake up? Or you can say, you know what, man, you know what? Like you said, just look in the mirror and just be happy with what you have. Other people wish to be in your place.
Yeah. It's a deep question, brother. It's a great question. The idea of it is a Christian idea, but the principle is very human principle. Why am I not happy? I would say because I may be so daring to say this, that sometimes happiness sometimes is translated into selfishness. Think about the guy who has millions of dollars and everything right in a happy family, still not happy. You're looking after something that you don't know what it is, and you're looking for your own happiness. How many times we've served others, we've helped others, and we find that, my God, I'm so happy. I'm so fulfilled.
We're getting there. I think you'll be finding the answer. So, would you say happiness is truly helping others? It's the best happiness feeling you can have?
Because even the Son of Man came to serve, not to be served. God, Jesus, who's God in human form, came to serve. He had everything. He's the creator of what we're aiming. If he came to serve, ultimate happiness is found in service. I can't tell you how happy it makes me, man, when someone says, dude, can you help me with this? Yeah, sure, of course. And you do it, and it's something so simple to you, like something they're struggling. It could be anything technical, whatever it is, that they're finding difficulty in doing that. And here you come, oh, okay, so you just flip a few switches and it's done. And they're like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome, dude, you made me so happy.
But you even more happier than them.
Yes, you're right. Happiness comes in providing value.
Yeah.
Because whether you like it or not, dude, when you give a part of yourself away to someone, that missing part is replaced with Christ.
And I would say even more, Jack, if we take that principle, serving others and giving to others, into our spousal relationships, into friendships, into business, into client, and whoever is serving, in any relationship, we look at that into, I want to give and help first before I get anything. the problem is solved.
100%.
Bingo.
100%. Like think about your son. Your son doesn't have to do anything to earn being your son. He's your son.
Yeah.
When your son was born, babies don't provide value to you. Babies, on the contrary, they take a lot of your money, they take a lot of your sleep, they eat, they poop, they drink water, and that's all they do. You have to give time, but you don't know why you're doing it, but you're doing it. You love it. It's unexplainable.
Yeah.
So when God sees us giving and giving and giving, he knows our needs. You would not hold back your son from anything. You'd give him the world because he's your son.
Yeah.
So your son has no reason not to be unhappy. So when God sees us giving everything, well, not every single thing, but when we give a lot,
Yeah.
God knows our needs. And when our needs come from God and not our own efforts, that's when we are fulfilled. When you're fulfilled, you don't question if you're happy or you're not, because you have your purpose now. You're lacking nothing. You're spiritually getting there. You're being fed. You're spending time with God. You're giving to others. You're complete.
So to summarize, be a servant.
Yes.
That's going to lay down the foundation of happiness, self-satisfied.
Yes.
And in top of that, if God blesses you more, including financially, you're not going to lose yourself. You're always going to be appreciating.
Right.
And then that's the formula, I guess.
100%. 100%. Think about it as a business owner. If you hire a contractor for, let's say, you want that guy or girl to do 1, 2, 3. So the person comes and does 1, 2, 3, but then turns to you and says, you know what? I also noticed you're missing something here in 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I just want you to know that I got that taken care of. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it for you. Well, then what are you going to do to that guy? You're either going to use him for a very long time, compensate him even more, or just trust him for good.
Yeah.
But it started with the guy serving you because he noticed something and he cares. Genuinely caring and genuinely serving, that's, man, it changes you.
Yeah.
It's not such a secret, but it's not about getting, it's about giving. And a lot of people nowadays are such consumerism mindset has taken over the minds of this hustle generation. Get. No. Okay.
Give.
Switch that. Give.
That's why in the screen it says my book. And I wrote that probably 5-6 years ago now. The secret of living is giving. And I want to, the more I think about it, every time I realize that is true and period.
Yeah.
If you want to be happy, if you want to be satisfied, if you want to be, nothing gets to you deeply.
Yeah.
You want to learn to be a giver.
Yeah.
Every area of your life, starting from your faith, giving back to God, your time and appreciation.
Right.
In your family, be a giver. In your business, be a giver. In your team, be a giver. In your work, everywhere. You're gonna have this peace of mind and joy. And when God says he looks at person's heart and blesses, once you come to that point, he's gonna bless you more.
100%. 100%. See, there's 2 things that I want to add here. I want to say that just because you give in a certain way doesn't mean you're gonna receive the same way. Like I've made a video about this. You might give someone your time and your effort and your energy, but then you wake up to a job promotion. And you might give someone some financial help, but you realize you gained your happiness back. You might help someone, build their house, but then you realize God bless you with a better something else. The point I'm trying to make is just because you give a certain something, don't expect it back the same way, because God is a generous God. And look at God too. God gives a lot, his own life.
Every day.
Every day. I mean, have you ever thought of taking the time and thanking him for it? Wake up and say, God, you know what?
Thank you for this fresh air.
If nothing else today, thank you for giving me, for being merciful enough to give me another day to wake up and serve you, for the next breath I'm going to take, for the next heartbeat, for the fresh air, as you said. Thank you for the car. Thank you for the house. Lord, sometimes even if you don't have much, but you know what, Lord? I know who you are. I know how much you can give. Help me understand what it is I'm going through right now.
Yeah.
Help me see this situation through your eyes, because my eyes are deceiving me. They're limiting what I can see. But if I see this situation through your lens, then perhaps my lips can honor you and thank you even more.
Yeah. Jack, to summarize, we're coming to close, and also end of the year is coming.
Yeah.
I remember 2000, year 2000, I came 99.
Right.
6 months later, year 2000 came and we were like, hey, these things going to happen and all that. And from 2000 till now, 25 years passed by.
Yeah.
And what would you say to people not to wait to be happy? Enjoy happiness now. We don't know what the future holds. Whatever happened in the past, eventually you got to let it go. That's part of being happy. If you don't let things go, I think you're going to be probably partially happy or never happy.
Yeah.
So what's your encouragement?
I'll cut their efforts short. Happiness is not going to come from materialism or other people.
Or other people.
No. If you're expecting someone else to make you happy, good luck with that.
All your life you're going to wait.
What if you go through a phase where you have to be alone? So you're going to be miserable when you're alone?
Wow.
It's not from materialism. It's not from materialistic things. It's not from people. Happiness comes from God. A lot of people confuse this from self-fulfillment. No, it's not self. No. Our self is nothing without God. Your happiness must come from somewhere unshakable. It must come from God. And it takes some people a lot of time to realize that yesterday's gone. You do not guarantee tomorrow. All you have is today. It's like, I think it's in Kung Fu Panda or some movie. Yesterday is history and tomorrow is a mystery.
Yeah.
And today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. I love that, even if it's from a cartoon or an animation or whatever. It's all you have is today. Do you guarantee what's going to happen an hour from now? Just enjoy. You also have to let go. Let go of, I need to make it. I've struggled with this quite a lot, dude. I have a goal. I need to make it. I'm not going to sleep. Yes, you will. It's going to come at the right time. But relax. Relax so you can perform better. Breathe. Calm. The fiercest fighters, the most brutal warriors are the calmest minds.
Yeah.
The more you relax, the more you're going to focus. You can't see your reflection in boiling water. The water, if it's boiling and it's hot, you can't see your reflection. The water must be calm for you to see your reflection on it. Similarly, when you're calm in life, you're going to start noticing the opportunities better. Perhaps I can better my communication skills here. Gotta relax. Let it go, man.
Jack, I want to thank you again.
Thank you.
For your time you came. We had great conversation. I'm sure we'll do it more in the future.
Likewise.
I wish you the best. Anytime you need anything, as a friend, I'll be there and be helpful as much as I can. And why not? Let's share our knowledge. And if some way somebody can learn something from our conversation and apply it in their life use it, I'm sure they're going to see the benefits.
That's happiness right there if they take this. Mais, thank you so much. I'm honored. I'm humbled, brother. Thank you.
Good. Thank you. All right, guys. I just finished my episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, contact Jack. You saw his information on the screen. Contact me if you need anything with my services. I'll see you guys next time. God bless you all. Take care. Bye-bye.